Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today I want to talk to you guys about some breaking news in the crypto space, as well as what we're seeing in the broader market, looking at Bitcoin, which is going down right now. I'm going to talk about some key targets on my mind, what I'm expecting for this market, and this news story that came out having to do with politics and crypto. If you like the content, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content. We're doing 5 videos every single day for you guys to keep you aware of everything going on in the crypto space. Without further ado, let's get into it and show you what's happening today. If you look at the price of Bitcoin, we do have BTC currently back below $61,000. Just this morning, we were at about $62,500. We were just the other day at above $63,000. But we've really been holding decently strong in the $60,000 to $70,000 range. The exception was the recent month that we had in April, where we had a 14% retracement and Bitcoin dipped down all the way below $60,000. And we have recovered, but now there is some fear in the market. Again, the Fear and Greed Index is currently neutral at 55, which means it is still a buying opportunity in my mind. More broadly speaking, I've been planning on buying through this bull market leading into the fall, where I believe we're going to have more of a potential top starting to form, or at least I think that the continued moves through this year are going to be to the upside, generally speaking, right? I think that the bull market comes after the Bitcoin halving. This is what many crypto investors believe, and so this is something we want to keep in mind. But there is a new story that came out today that might be causing some fear. U.S. President Joe Biden administration says that Biden would veto legislation that would allow highly regulated firms to custody Bitcoin and crypto. Now, this is very interesting. If you guys aren't aware of it right now, there are a lot of authorized participants for the BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF. JP Morgan is one of them, and many financial institutions are participating in the crypto space through being authorized participants for these ETFs. But the custodians for these ETFs, that is different. Right now, one of the biggest custodians for these Bitcoin ETFs is Coinbase, which is not a highly regulated financial firm. But all of a sudden, if highly regulated financial firms were to start custodying Bitcoin and crypto, that would be even more of a green light. The ETFs are certainly a green light that institutions are here in getting involved with the crypto space. But if highly regulated financial firms became custodians for Bitcoin and crypto, that would be very significant. The fact that the Biden administration is coming out today and saying that they would not support that, in fact, that they would veto any legislation proposed to have these financial institutions become custodians. As I tweeted out earlier today, being anti-crypto is political suicide in 2024. We've talked about how a lot of these swing states in the upcoming election have a lot of pro-crypto voters, and politicians cannot ignore these voters because they could be the difference between winning and losing in the presidential election, and not just the presidential election, but in the Senate races and in the races for Congress as well that are happening this year. It's very interesting to see, guys. More broadly speaking, looking at what's going on in liquidation heat map, where can we go in the meantime with this news? Well, I think this news is causing a little bit of a sell-off today. I do believe that when we see sell-offs in crypto, that is typically a buying opportunity. And again, I do believe that Bitcoin can also go past $100,000 at some point in this bull cycle. If you look at what's going on in this liquidation heat map, I've been talking a lot about how I do believe that looking at this heat map, you'll see there's a short squeeze that could get triggered at about $71,000, $72,000, which means if Bitcoin's price goes up here, it could cause some absolutely huge short squeezes, which would trigger a ton of buy orders, and that could skyrocket us to the next level. But today, there is fear. Let's look at the chart for Bitcoin really quick. We are currently moving downward on the daily candle, and this daily candle is closing in 30 minutes. Now, what I'm looking at is a couple things. One, the liquidation heat map shows us that, yes, there's a short squeeze at 72K, and if we break through it, we could go big time to the upside. But also, you will see a lot of levels here at about 50,000, 51,000. And so this is something I've had drawn out for a while. We could see a dip down to this level and maybe play some games here before going back up. I don't really expect us to go down below 52 or $50,000. In fact, I'd really like to see us bounce off of this old trend line that we kind of had in this range. We came down out of this range on a long squeeze, but did reverse back up. And I was talking about the weekly candles earlier. If you look at the weekly candles, you'll see that on the weekly time frame, we are still very much in this range. And so 4 days left on this weekly candle. Let's see how it plays out. The last weekly candle, we get a big wick to the downside, came back up and turned green in this range. Let's see how it plays out, guys. I do have 2 levels in mind specifically for the downside. One sitting at about 60,000 on the dot. Of course, we could have a wick lower than that, but the body of this candle, I would see it potentially closing maybe at worst around 60,000. But if it got worse than that and we went lower, then I would be looking at a $52,000 or $50,000 price range for Bitcoin. If you're wondering how the altcoin market's doing, the same story is true as has been for a while, where we expect the overall crypto market to break through its previous all-time highs. But in order for that to happen and to get this move to the upside, we're going to need to see Bitcoin go into its parabolic rally, break through its previous all-time highs, which should be on the table. The Bitcoin halving is done. Bitcoin ETFs are coming across the world right now, in Hong Kong recently, and obviously here in the US. But the Biden administration is trying to box out crypto a little bit, at least, from highly regulated financial institutions being a custodian for these assets, which is very interesting. Is this good for the Biden administration? Is this bad for the Biden administration? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is this good for America? Is this bad for America? Let me know what you think down below. That's all I got on this one, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget, as always, guys, to DCA HODL. I'll see you next time. Peace, y'all. Oh, I got 2 videos for you right here if you want to check them out. See you guys.